Good morning, everybody. Quickly, before we get into the video, I wanted to grab your attention to all the existing but also new viewers that we actually also, around Cilinix Crypto, have a Signal and a Premium group in which I share my own trades, in which I share daily updates on the markets, on altcoins, Bitcoin, XRP, everything. So if you're interested in knowing which coins to buy, which coins actually have potential, if you feel sidelined, but also if you want to be, alerted when a pullback becomes more likely, consider joining. Links will be down in the description. Right now we're running a limited time offer for a lifetime membership. So check that out. But for now, let's get right into the video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to, of course, a new video on Dogecoin. All right, welcome to the channel as well if you're new. But we're going to do a full update right here on Dogecoin, which has been performing absolutely amazingly. What we've seen right here is that over the course of the last day, so yesterday we actually saw some new momentum come in. We broke above the yearly rolling VWAP, which is major. Now, I have always told you that I think we're going to do that, and I think we're going to rally into 30 and 31.5 cents, which on the higher time frames is very, very clearly the main target. Or at least the main target. It's my main target, but it's very, very clearly a very respected supply zone, right? And then we also have some other things, with 30 cents being a psychological resistance level and some older fair value gaps, which make me believe that's a good target to potentially scale out. Now, I have bought Dogecoin down here at around 19 cents. I already sold most of that position, right? So I do think, and I'm going to scale out the rest right here at 30 and 31.5 cents. Do I think we can ultimately break out above that? Yes, but I do think that's the best area for whales to sell off into. And I think it's a major resistance level. So I do expect us to find resistance there. And by the way, I also want to make clear that I always said in my, I think in my video on Saturday, that I thought we were going to pull back first before moving up higher. And pull back we did, but it was very shallow. So my last video, I was not completely right, I have to say. I expected this move, not this soon. But everything looks great. I mean, one of the main things that I always like to look at is volume. And Dogecoin has been able to deliver on volume time and time again. Friday the 11th, we had amazing volume. Friday the 18th, we had amazing volume. And then Sunday, the volume was even higher in the weekend. So yeah, I mean, short term, look, Mondays are always volatile. Especially when you have the New York Open and the US session coming in. It's going to be volatile, right? So those hours. So be aware of that. But ultimately, as long as we're holding this level at 25 cents, I think we're fine. Look, if we get some very bad news and 25 cents fails to hold, right? So if we, I don't know. I mean, you can speculate on what happens. But if we get some very bad news, another missile barrage from Iran to Israel, for example, who knows, or the other way around, then this can still turn around. But as it stands right now, the fundamentals around Dogecoin are great. What we spoke about in the last video as well is that I think the Dogecoin ETF definitely was not priced in. So I think that's being priced in more and more as well. So the fundamentals around Dogecoin and for Dogecoin specifically are great, and then the technicals are absolutely amazing with this high volume break above the yearly rolling VWAP, and we're still holding that, and we still have a fair value gap to dip down into as well. So no, ultimately this is what I expect, and then like I said, 32 cents. I do expect to find some more. Some stronger resistance there, but that is something I will still keep you updated on. With probably a new video later tomorrow. But I might, depending on the momentum, I might also still cover Dogecoin in my middle of the day market update, which I'll put out a little bit earlier this afternoon. So keep your eyes out for that, but ultimately that's what I think you need to know. It's a relatively short video, but there's just nothing more I think that we need to talk about. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, have a great week, and bye.